is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' and spatting up every hour. Look mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody powers. Spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down, down. Hey, shawty must know I'm the man. My money lover like a #1 fan. Don't open my mouth, let her talk to my fans. My Benjamin Franklin's. I'm like that's part of my rebuilding castles that's made out of. She's amazing, on fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a look?
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. All teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Xavier Worthy now on the return. And he's out a little short of the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They're throwing it. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Benson on 1st and 10. And they're full steam ahead, but ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll go play action. Oh, they're on it, and he's dropped again. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
3rd and long for him here. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Here's the snap on fourth. This one's taken in by Thornton. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Get set, get set.
First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Again, it's Gibbs. We got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Third and long, Purdy. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. Huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Let's go.
It's Benson on the give. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
70 Timberwolf.
From the red zone now. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. He got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you.
49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 36-yard line.
Come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Get set, get set.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Run around, set.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And he goes out with enough for the first, but we do have a flag down on the play. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down.
Get set, get set. Ready, team.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Outside. Go up.
They're going to go. It's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. That'll be the first and more. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Yellow. Get set. 18.
So we've reached the end of one on the first day of the new year. 7-3 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at 1st down here.
21. 18. Watch out. Come.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards. They're into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Pretty throwing here on first. Brought in. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a second quarter lead. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Worthy now to return it. But unprotected, but he lost the football! And they dodge a turnover there on the return.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing a lane and doing their job. But there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
First and 10 from the 32. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Buying some time right. Wow, wide open here, complete. He's going to bring this down to their 35. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
19, Pioneer. Buffalo 18.
Working on first down. It is caught left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They give on second to Benson, and he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every whole home run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Returning it from the 4. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Outside. 18.
Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop.
That's That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Get set, get set. 18.
Back to Gibbs now on second. They stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got third and very short coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Get set, get set. 18. Watch out.
Another one for Gibbs. No one's around him. He's got space. There he goes, right sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now Purdy leading the offense up to go for 2. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Purdy to throw for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Maybe a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looked like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. He dodged the tackle, and he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Throwing on third down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They're going for this. Big strike here to Williams. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. What a play on fourth down. Give him the first after a gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Throwing it again here. This is a heater going deep. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's going to try another deep one here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the 49ers getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. You get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Outside. Runner outside.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And he's going to score. Pick 6 for Dallas. PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys jump in front now by 5. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. He puts some juice on a deep throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Trevor Wallace has it. And the Cowboys make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back basically to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
Looking to throw. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And he's into the end zone for the pick 6 for San Francisco. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They want to run it across, but he can't get in for two. They keep him out, and that is how this first half will end. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Get set, get set.
A give to Gibbs to start the third. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Offensive line, this is second and 4. That's complete to Bowers outright. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up what's happening.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So they managed to keep possession. They've got third and short now.
Get set, get set. Yellow.
Running back sent in motion. Third and short. Here's Purdy. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
Outside, yellow. Ready, team, watch out.
Back to throw it. He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football off the turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here we go, here we go.
The give now to Benson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice fun for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, Well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Third and long for him here. This one to Williams out left side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They give up the field to Benson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Brings up second and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
19 tight, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
I'll throw it. Into traffic, complete! And not much doing. He stopped quickly. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
60 Bisons.
Back to throw now, 3rd down. 49ers closing in, and down he goes. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Fielded at the 7. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set.
Drive begins with Gibbs. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Coming right is Gibbs. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he set out. It's 16 yards on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Looking to his fullback now. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Get set.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense, and number two, you gain respect with your teammates.
Now it's Purdy. Dump off to his fullback. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Get set.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he only manages one couple of defenders there to bring him down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Purdy to throw. Finds his fullback. And this one does not go far. So that brings us to the end of 3 on New Year's Day. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of it as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Get set. Run around, up.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Watch out.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And he's brought down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
A give to Gibbs. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
They'll try the toss, left side. He will not get in for 2, but this might not be their only shot at it. Looked like a defender jumped, and there's a flag down. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. All right, now another opportunity to convert this 2-point try.
Just box.
Right side, they're going to try it with the toss play here. And he's going to get in. The try is good. Their lead stretches to 6. Well, they were just 1 away from the strikeout, Brock. But their 3rd attempt finally nets them a 2-point conversion.
I know some coaches, played for some coaches that would have lost some faith in their offense and never tried it again, but not this crew. And this time they're rewarded with not just a couple points, but a shot of some renewed confidence as well.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Headed out right. Brought in right side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory.
70 Lions!
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Taking a chance to the end zone. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys come through to tie it in the fourth.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Makes the score Cowboys 31, 49ers 30.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Niners to the line. First and 10. The throw outside, and they might throw this again. And nearly intercepted as that trick play almost ended in disaster. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. They'll go right side with Gibbs. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. They kick the running back in motion. Third and long, Purdy. On the move, headed right. It's his running back. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. That's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there.
Let's go.
A give left side to Vincent. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
An offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Open in the air here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He'll throw it. They did it. He made the interception. Reek Woolen with the INT. Space on the right. He's got room. And he's into the end zone for the pick 6 for San Francisco. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Purdy leading the 49ers to the line for this 2-point try.
The 49ers will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for him. Got him the 2. And he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That puts them in a much better spot now. Up 7 here in the 4. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Chooses to bring this one out. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
To work they go after the interception. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Back to throw. Looking underneath here. Benson. And he is stumped with authority there. But that stump came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for Dallas. 1st down. To throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Dallas 1st down. It's Benson on the give. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys losing by 7.
But somebody gotta do it. Come on, put up on the gas. But somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Mustang Warriors 70. 79 Bronco.
He's going to throw it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he is to throw. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he is down to the 30-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Okay, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice on Sunday.
70 Timberwolf. Come 19. Come 19. 18 Raptor. 18 Raptor.
Benson on 1st and 10. He has room past the 25. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. All set now. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy.
Dive play straight ahead. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Setting up for pass. Brought in. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
60 Eagles. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check out.
Back to throw. That one connects. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
19 Tiger. Go.
He'll look to throw it. And the pass is the right call on the 2-point try, but we've got laundry on the field, so let's listen. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but across the line there, that earns the holding penalty. All right, penalty pushes them back. They are still out there. They're going to try for 2.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Let's go now. Rocco 80.
Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete. The defense makes a stand, and they'll keep a 1-point lead with only seconds to play.
Cowboys 37.
Things trim back down to a single-point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Return starts at the 9.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for